we'll let it go. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Again, I want to caution to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck, touch them up. Good suerte.
Timmy, what do you expect early on?
You know what, Marinez has some really good feet. He has a nice step back. He makes guys fall short, and he's a good counterpuncher. I think it's going to be a little difficult for Commey because Commey likes to get close. He likes to get in range to be able to shoot his power. He's an aggressive type of power boxer that comes forward and likes to get in guys' kitchen.
Trey Jackson told us, he said the way to beat Commey is just simply eliminate mistakes in the ring.
Yeah, he had a good assessment of his opponent. You know, he said he doesn't know how to walk the ring, and I think what he was saying is he's not a good slick boxer. You know, he said he overcommits and he leans over his feet oftentimes, and he depends too much on the right hand. So it sounds like to me, at least on paper, he knows what he's getting in there with.
You see Marinez right away moving away from the right hand of Richard Commey. He's going the opposite direction to his own right, using his jab. From the outside, Richard Commey's trying to get close, trying to get in position to land that shot right there, the right hand.
You see the length he does so with as well. He shoots a long right hand.
Sometimes he disguises that right hand behind the jab, and then he'll open up with a left hook and then come behind with the right hand. See, that's experience right there from Richard Commey. Shooting the jab down to the stomach of Marinez.
For Marinez, it's his fourth fight working with Robert Garcia, the famed trainer. I feel like they had a very good training camp.
Yeah, he gets a lot of good work there in that gym. You know, there's a very talented gym right there. So, you know he got great work for this camp. Sparring guys like Virgil Ortiz, Carlos Adames. So you know he's ready for this fight.
Good exchange from both men.
You mentioned Ortiz and Carlos Adames and Murataya. I mean, you got guys who have power that you can get good sparring with.
If you're Marinez, you want to try to get a shot in there against Commey as soon as you can. You want to buzz him. You want to hurt him. You want to bring back those bad memories from his last fight. I know that sounds brutal, but this is the hurt business, and that is a strategy when you're facing a fighter who's coming off of a knockout loss.
Well, he told us in a fighter meeting that he's going to be looking for his right hand, and he landed it twice in a row. Nice little short one right there from Marinez. Richard Commey has a tendency of dropping his hands before he actually shoots. He actually shows his cards before he actually throws a punch.
Commey just missed his big right hand.
See, Marinez trying to get a little bit comfortable, getting a little bit too comfortable. Got countered right there in between his shots by Commey. There, the right hand again.
Work out, work out. Stop, stop. Sit back. Time.
Reminder, Sports Center is coming up once we finish up right here in Vegas. Captain Midnight Kenny Mayne will be with Ashley Brewer. I'll tell you all about Kevin Durant's return to the Warriors, the NCAA tournament seeds revealed, and all the reaction from UFC 258. Sports Center right after Top Rank Boxing on ESPN and the ESPN app. Good night of fights. Started off with Jared Anderson and his knockout. I'm sure you're going to see that on Sports Center. In a week from tonight, it is Burchell and Valdez.
Manténganla acá arriba, ¿ok? ¿Cómo sentiste su fuerza? ¿Es fuerte? Ok. Sigue inteligente, ¿ok? No le enseñe respeto, pero también no enseñe valentía con nosotros. Usted haga inteligencia, ¿ok?
Jackson Marinez was 10 of 49 on total punches in that first round. Commey 9 of 43.
I think what is impressive so far is that Commey still seems like the aggressive guy that he was pre-Lopez knockout. So that's encouraging to see.
It is encouraging, but he's not in there with a real big, serious power puncher. You know, so he's not worried about the power coming from Marinez.
Well, he should be concerned about it because Marinez hits hard enough. I mean, there's two poisons in boxing. You got a big puncher, and you have a good boxer or one that is both. And Marinez is a good boxer and can set up a good shot that Commey doesn't see if he's not careful.
Timing as he comes straight in, right, Drake? Just as he lunged right there, boom, double impact, head-on collision.
Bernardo, what can you offer from the corner?
Robert Garcia told me, look, he did tell me that Commey is strong. We knew that coming in. So I just said, stay smart. Just watch out for that right. He's trying to set up that right over your jab. So be compact with it.
Don't hold, don't hold.
See, the jab is the key for Marinez in this fight, and he has to make sure when he counters often. Anytime Commey makes a mistake, make him pay, just to keep him at bay, and stay alert. And when he shoots his shots, just 1 or 2 punches at a time. If he opens himself up, he can get caught with a big shot from Commey. Small bites.
Also, if you're Marinez and you know you're facing a fighter in Commey who tends to drop his left hand, you want to hit him to the body often, make him forget about his head.
There it is.
Good shot right there from Marinez. And also feint him low and get a reaction out of Commey to see if he drops that left hand so you can land your right hand.
Commey's available for the right hand all night long. If I'm in the corner of Marinez, I'm telling them, walk to your right towards the left hand of Commey. Keep walking that way and let that right hand go when he shoots the jab.
Well, it's something to hear the emotion in Commey's voice when he had that visit with Mark Kriegel of talking about the Lopez fight and that feeling that he let everybody down.
Work out.
All his countrymen, really putting so much pressure on himself.
It is a lot of pressure, but you know, in this sport, you got to fight for something beyond just yourself. And oftentimes you do hear fighters just talk about making money and creating fame for themselves, and it's refreshing to hear a fighter talk about doing something that's you know, beyond himself for other people.
Same right hand.
Same right hand.
Well, speaking of fighting for the pride of a country and a people, next week that'll be in our championship main event as Miguel Berchelt looks to have his 7th successful title defense, but it is against the undefeated former featherweight champion Oscar Valdez. This is a Fight Fans Fight Card.
It's personal. It's a battle for Mexico.
When you put him in the ring, you know exactly what it's going to look like.
Look at Berchelt on the attack here. Now he digs in, hits the accelerator. Still coming, still punching. What a dominating performance.
Big right hand from Oscar Valdez. Big combination.
So powerful, so strong.
2 Mexican warriors. They're going to be fighting for the King of Mexico.
Berchelt Valdez next week on ESPN. You know, it's interesting. You see there in the promo, and you hear me saying in the promo, you know exactly what you're going to get. Dre, Valdez in recent years has been hoping not to be exactly what you would expect, and that's why he teamed up with Eddie Reynoso, of course, the famed trainer of Canelo Alvarez. But he's at a stage of life at 30 years old where you are what you are at a certain point.
Well, yeah, I think he's still going to be improving and his boxing is going to look better, but I don't necessarily feel like he's going to beat Berchelt one way. He's not going to just be able to box or just slug. He's going to have to have a good mixture of both. And based on some of the comments and quotes that I've heard from Valdez, I think he's made up his mind that there's going to be moments in that fight where he's got to go to war.
Here is Commey coming in with a right hand here to open up round number 3.
Marinez credit, he took those right hands very well.
Work out. Stop.
See, that's exactly what Marinez has to do. You know, you're in there with a strong guy. If he's closing the distance on you, you want to slide in, tie him up.
Work out. Work out.
See the physicality of Commey.
Commey's physical.
Oh, he's very physical, and you start to see it wear on Marinez slowly.
There is a ruggedness to him. He's very comfortable coming right through the front door. There's a right hand that swept across Marinez that time.
Step back. Don't push him down.
Fights with a physical determination. Marinez tripling up that jab, flicking it out there, keeping him away.
So the biggest problem with Marinez is that, you know, he basically takes time off.
Work out.
You know, concentration. He has concentration problems. You know, he can't fight consistently, fight the right way for the whole round.
Step back.
Just mental lapses from him. Mental lapses from Marinez.
Marinez is giving up too much ground. Too many unanswered shots that he's been hit with. That was the same sequence that got Commey knocked out from Lopez, except Commey's right hand landed first in that sequence.
Well, they talked about that yesterday, saying, I mean, both guys opened up on that night at Madison Square Garden. It's just Lopez got there first. But what if?
Stop.
See, there's a lot of mental pressure that Commey's putting on Marinez. You know, making him have to make quick decisions by staying close, by punishing him with those big shots when he gets in close and being very physical.
End of 3. All right, Tim, we constantly focus in on the weaponry of Commey in the right hand.
Yeah, beautiful right hand by Richard Commey. The last round trying to set it up. Beautiful shot right there. Actually going down to the body to start that action. That's going to bring the eyes down of your opponent. Then that way you can surprise him up top. Then he has a nice straight right hand. Again, just finishing with his combination. Even though he was getting hit in the process, that's a true professional when you're able to finish your combination even though you're getting hit. Nice chopping right hand right there. While Marinez is against the ropes, squared up. And that right there is a similar sequence to what we saw with Commey versus Lopez and what we saw him when he fought against
Robert Easter.
No detangas. No detangas. No hold.
Round 4 from Vegas. The return of Richard Commey for Jackson Marinez. He says, this will be my opportunity. A win against Commey, and I'll be right in the mix of what is the hottest division in the sport. A red-hot lightweight division because of all the young stars, led off by the guy who is here in the bubble tonight, Teofimo Lopez.
Commey's approach may seem crude, but this is his style. This is when he's at his best, when he's not allowing a good boxer like Marinez to think and set shots up. When Marinez is thinking, Commey is punching, and he's landing clean, and these shots are starting to add up on the face and the body of Marinez.
Work out, work out.
Rugged on the inside, just the way he wants it.
That's a hold.
And Joe, you know they're adding up because Marinez is not firing back.
Work out, work out.
Now tying up on the inside as Kenny Bayless encourages them to work out, punch out of that situation.
See, Marinez is the type of fighter, and he likes to fight clean. He likes to fight outside where he can stick and move, and you know, but when you get real physical with him, he doesn't know what to do in the inside. He's a little bit weak in the trenches.
That's why you got to work your weak areas as a fighter. You can't just do the things you're great at or what you like to do in the gym, because people will start to figure you out over time. They'll say if you let him box, he's great, but if you press him, he's not great. You have to work on all aspects of your game.
That's why you got to evolve as a fighter. I mean, if you don't evolve, then you'll eventually go extinct.
The perfect style, perfect game plan for Commey facing a fighter like Marinez. Perfect. These last two rounds have been absolutely perfect for Commey. If Commey's gonna take a breather, he has to be out of range where Marinez can't do that.
Work out, work out. Stop. Step back.
But, you know, what the thing I like about that is that he's keeping his hands high, you know, and blocking those shots and allowing Marinez to go ahead and punch. Yes, go ahead and wear yourself out a little bit. Eventually, I'm going to come on a little bit later in this round.
Step back.
You can actually see Teofimo Lopez in the background there. He's been encouraging Richard Commey from their visit in the locker room to now what he's showing ringside. There's the right hand from Commey. And now he gets right into the kitchen against Marinez.
Work out, work out.
Look at me. I'm going to show you what you're going to do there. He did, right? When you finish with that two,
You're standing there too long.
A lot of attacks in the back. Okay? Okay?
Remember that. Don't faint. You gotta be more active. You gotta get after him. Don't show him too much respect. Pop shots and move. And then hold until the referee separates you guys. Don't stand there. Don't exchange punches.
Robert Garcia telling Jackson Marinez, you're standing there too long. You don't want to be exchanging with Richard Commey. If you're the better boxer, be the better boxer. And don't show him too much respect. Round number 5 of our main event, the return of Richard Commey.
Stop, stop. Let him up.
Marinez can't keep giving up these big shots that he's giving up to Commey because Commey's getting closer and closer to landing on that sweet spot. And he can knock Marinez out.
I find this fascinating, guys, and we just saw it in the last round, but that is Teofimo Lopez, who knocked out Commey 14 months ago to win the lightweight world championship, and he has been leaning into the corner of Commey and encouraging him throughout the entire fight.
Commey's a hard guy to not root for.
All heart, Dre. All heart.
Work out, work out.
Beautiful exchange by both men right there. Marinez feeling himself right now. Had some great exchanges. Had some success in those exchanges. Standing his ground right now. Trying to fight off the bigger, stronger fighter.
No, Tim, I got to disagree on that one. I think Marinez is throwing those get off me punches, and Commey's throwing those I'm trying to turn your light out punches. It's a difference.
Beautiful jab right there from Marinez.
Off the hip with the jab, Marinez. He needs more of that. That's when he's been at his best.
Work out, work out.
Look at Marinez closing the distance right there, not allowing Richard Commey to extend with those arms. You know, he got those long arms, and when he extends, that's where the power's at. But you can get inside the power by staying close to your opponent.
Work out.
Just off the mark right there. That right hand from Commey. See these lows right here when no one's doing anything, you want to shoot your jab right now. Stick your jab out there. You can steal these moments in the round.
Marinez tried to sneak a right hand in.
It's there for him all night. Nothing's changed. That flaw is there, Dre. Nothing's changed.
I think he's felt the physical strength and the punching power of Commey, and it has him just a little hesitant at the moment.
There it is again, right in.
Work out. Stop, stop. There you go.
That hurts.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to make that complaint. You know, if you got to whisper to your corner when you get back to the in-between rounds, that's one thing. But don't show your opponent that that hurts you.
It's a good round for Marinez. Mixing it up.
Time!
A great round for Marinez.
You do that. And keep that left hand up. Look at me one more time. 2, 3. You hear me? Let's get it. Don't throw the 2 without the 3. And bring the 3 up the middle.
See Commey come in, and he missed that shot right there. He landed a shot to the back. That is an illegal blow. But you don't want to give your opponent any added ammunition. Don't show weakness if you can avoid it. If it's an issue with the back, tell your corner, hey, rub my back is tight. But don't give your opponent that. Seems like a small thing, but it goes a long way.
Andre Rozier, the veteran trainer of Richard Commey. I think he's going to lose his mind how many times he says, keep that left hand up, keep that left hand up. Round 6, our 10-round main event. Total punches through 5 rounds. Marinez at 56-39 advantage. Commey on the attack early on in round 6 here.
You heard him with a short right hand in that sequence.
There's a right hand from Commey. And then misses with 2 lefts. See if he comes straight in again. Dug underneath, look for the uppercut, dug underneath. That may have been low. Marinez backs up, Commey comes with a right hand.
Stop. Don't push, don't push.
Doubles up that jab, didn't send the right hand behind it. Right hand comes in that time. Good start to round 6 for Richard Commey.
It's a lot of fight left. And Commey's setting himself up for a knockout. Marinez is not making the adjustments. He's got his head high. And what we're seeing here is the physical strength of Commey breaking down the more skillful fighter, as well as the punching power.
There was a right hand that got part of the arm, part of the body moments ago, and you could see the impact it had.
Watch your head.
This is why you got to build up your physical strength as a fighter, especially when you're a good boxer, because Marinez feels helpless right now. He's trying to push Commey off, doesn't have the physical strength. He wants to box, Commey's not allowing him to box. That's a physical strength issue.
He's ragdolling him right now. Commey on the attack.
Work out.
Well, what happened to the tying up? I mean, tying up is part of boxing. You know, Marinez, if you want to stop the action from Commey, tie him up.
Stop.
It's exactly the kind of fight. Exactly the kind of fight, the kind of round that Commey wants it to be. Ooh, right hand comes in. A 1-2 and a little TNT from the former champ.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
He's hurt.
To me. Gloves.
Half a minute to finish him.
Yes, sir. He's hurt.
Watch out. Here comes RC. Big right hand. My, oh, my. That was brutal.
Just stay there. Just stay there.
Fight is over. Richard Commey is back. The former IBF lightweight world champion, who was knocked out by Lopez, went back home to Ghana, reset himself, rededicated himself, felt that he let down all the children he tries to inspire back home in Accra. Says this is the first step to being a 2-time world champion. And that right hand, as it has done now 27 times, does not disappoint. Although Andre Rozier, his trainer, is saying, let's do a little push-up, a few push-ups. We got to keep that left hand up. We're going to do some push-ups for not keeping that left hand up.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Good call by you.
Thank you.
And the former rivals celebrating. The undisputed lightweight champion came here to be ringside to see Commey's return. Well, when he does his thing, he is fun to watch, isn't he,
Yes,
Timmy?
he is. He's definitely fun to watch. You know, he has power in both hands. I didn't see the left hook tonight from Richard Commey, but he does possess that punch as well. But beautiful way to just stay consistent, be physical in there, wear down Marinez, and then finally find a kill shot to get him out of there.
Trey, let's go back to the first knockdown before we get to the end of fight sequence. Take us through it.
Well, Marinez was breaking down as we were talking about. You could just see it in his face, and it was just a matter of time before Commey landed this shot right here. That's a brutal shot, and it's a tough shot to recover from even when you're fresh, much less when you've been taking a beating the last 2 or 3 rounds. Caught him on the side of the ear, and he was hurt. We knew it was going to end ugly if another big shot landed. The big shot did land, and that was the result. Here we see it again. Boom. That's it. Fight over.
You know, you see the physical presence of a guy like Richard Commey, you know, and you see the power in the hands as well. And, you know, that does 2 things to a fighter, you know, with Marinez's style. It's going to keep him still once he gets hit, 1. 2, you see that he slowly started withering away, you know, taking that much power and that much pressure. It's a lot of mental stress and a lot of physical stress at the same time. And you saw what happened after that. He knocked him out.
For the official particulars, here's Mark Chinook.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside MGM Grand, this bout comes to a halt at 2 minutes, 35 seconds of round number 6. For your winner by knockout, Richard R.C. Commey.
30th win of his career, 27th knockout. He is back. Top Rank Boxing on ESPN is brought to you by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings app to play free for 10 grand in prizes tonight. Use promo code TOPRANK when you sign up. DraftKings, the leader in daily fantasy sports. And in part by Geico. You could save even more by